So after getting the interlock device installed in my Jeep, and we tried to get the Christmas lights back on, we failed. We just like strapped it on tight so that it would just not like flop around and scratch my hood. There are some scratches from the Christmas lights, but I don't really care. They're actually kind of bad. I'm going to get these back on. I'm using fingernail clippers to get the zip ties off. I'm going to get this figured out because we're going to go up to Greenwater today with some friends, and we're going to meet up at noon, so I got to get this done. It's going to be fun. Yeah, so I'm hoping to get this done within 30 minutes, but it's going to take a minute. So we'll see. Yeah, I have some stuff that I wanted to share with people later, so I'm going to make a video. I'm going to try to record as much as I can when we go out to the mountains today, so we'll see. I just wanted to turn over the key to listen to some music, and then the blow and go went off, so I'm just talking about that right here, really. So we just got back from our outing. We reconnected with some friends that we had in high school. Me and my boyfriend, we dated in high school, and then we broke up and got together like 10 years later. And so like we knew this couple from high school, and we reconnected. I haven't seen them in so many years, and it's just crazy. And making these videos is what actually like helped us reconnect, and so I feel like that's really cool. We had a lot of fun. We went out and like shotguns off in Greenwater, and then the kids were like trying to make the best of it because there's like hardly any snow where we stopped to pull over to shoot and hang out for a little bit. And there's like, it was like half mud, half snow on this hillside, and they were like trying to sled on it. It was really funny, and until they like kept getting muddy, and then we had to tell them like no more sledding, and then that we would go to Crystal Mountain, and then the kids could sled up there. And so we went there, and it was so much fun. We went like a billion times down the hill. So it was really nice to see them. It's crazy how many people like I've reconnected with that I haven't talked to in a really long time, like due to these videos. Also just like recently, it's crazy, like people that I grew up with, and just being able to see them is really special to me. It's crazy because I never thought that like I'd talk to these people again. Mainly like my really close friends that I've known for a long time, like that I've stayed in touch with, like that was like I don't know, like those are people that I just figured I'd always talk to, but and like just like family members, but I never think of just like some people that like you don't talk to for years, and then you reconnect and you hang out with them. That stuff's like really special to me. But I wanted to like kind of like just some stuff that's been on my mind I wanted to mention and talk about a little bit. I just feel like, you know, like almost everybody, I can't speak for everyone, but nearly every family has someone in their family that's like affected by some kind of addiction. And so I mentioned before, you know, like my mom has been absent pretty much for the majority of my life, which is crazy, like how much me and my brothers, I was the only girl, but my two brothers and then my oldest brother, how we just like admired her so much. And like growing up, we thought she was so cool because she's like this biker chick, and you know, she didn't really care about what other people thought, but like she didn't really care about anyone, and it felt like she didn't even really care about us kids a lot of the time. She just like would come in and out of our lives here and there, and we still loved her. There's like unconditional love. We loved her no matter what, and we thought she was like really cool. And I think I thought that, you know, like up until I had my daughter, and then when she like just wasn't there for me and for Delilah, I felt like that was crushing, you know, like at some point, like, how old are you? You think you would just like grow out of it and you'd want to be there for your family and want to be a good grandma, but then you just like aren't. I don't know, that stuff just like bothers me. Um, but I like, she is my mom, and I would hate to like, my last words to be like, hey, I don't want to talk to you, or, you know, like never talk to me ever again. Um, that would be awful. And then something bad happened to her, and then I never see her again. And the last thing I said was like, hey, you're a terrible grandma, you know, like you should work on that or whatever. Don't talk to me unless you want to work on it. Um, attempt to work on it. Sorry. I feel like it needs water. All right. Now I have 2 cups. So yeah, that would like really suck for my last words, you know, to be something that's like hurtful to her or something. But she just goes for so long without talking to us, and just kind of like, that hurts a lot. So I don't know. I like, I know I'm not like I'm not like her, but I am in a lot of ways, you know, like sometimes my mindset I feel like isn't right. I don't know. And I feel like sometimes like it might be like her genetics or something. I don't know, the way that like she rubs off on me. Maybe it's because she just wasn't there. I don't know. I don't know how all that stuff works. It's I don't know. But I would like I feel like a lot of the times like I'm always like, I don't know, like my drinking's been out of control for a really long time, and I would like hate to be that person that's just known as like the drunk girlfriend, the drunk sister, the drunk aunt at like holiday parties, or, you know, like, oh, it's okay, that's just Tia, you know, she's just the drunk aunt or whatever, she's just always drinking, and so just don't mind her or something, you know, like I wouldn't want to be that person. But I feel like I have been that person for a lot of years. And I just like want to attack myself, I guess, for being that person, because it's kind of embarrassing. You know, like you get too drunk and almost like don't remember an event or something, and you wake up the next morning like, what did I do? How did I act? You know, what are people like thinking about me? But then it's, I don't know, a lot of the times I feel like it's alcohol, making you depressed and making you think those ways, but at the same time like you don't remember some of the stuff that happens. So that's like something that I've been dealing with for a long time. I don't want to be that person, and I feel like I am taking the right steps into the right direction so that I don't have to be that person anymore. I don't know, like, I feel like during like this time, during like COVID and everything, when we're like in phase 1 and we can't really go anywhere, the bars are closed, it should make it easier to not drink. But at the same time, like my problem was I was always going to like a convenience store and getting alcohol and going home and then drinking and then going and getting more. Um, to the point where it's just like really out of control, to the point where it just like carry into the next day, and I don't know, then depression sets in, and I don't know, like I talked to my boyfriend about it like when I the last time I think that I was drinking, I was telling him how out of control I was getting and how I would stop. But I think every time like I was out of control when I was drinking and I tell him I would stop, I was lying about it just so that I could get alcohol, and then I'd get my way, and then the next day I'm still drinking, you know, and he's like, why are you still getting alcohol? I'm just showing up with wine or like Mike's Hard Lemonade or something. He's like, I thought you were done drinking. And I don't know, normal people don't do that. But depression and just like my genetics and stuff, and just like the way I think is like I just wanted to surround myself around drinking and just not feeling stuff. So that's a really unhealthy way to live. But I've lived like that for a long time now, you know, like, and my boyfriend always says, you know, like, I know you better than you know yourself, and you're just starting to figure out like who you are because you're admitting all these like faults and things that you're doing, and that stuff is like, that's just like, I don't know, like it's true. Um, it's like super true. I feel like since I really started like making these videos that I really like, it's making it like, a lot easier for me to admit like my problems and stuff, you know, um like maybe he has known me better than I know myself, you know, like he's watched me like just kind of like destroy myself for a few years. It's like crazy to think about. And then all of a sudden now I'm just like realizing how out of control I've gotten, and like admitting to it. I think I've like known it about myself for a long time. I just drank about it and tried to hide it, but it's like really obvious. Oh, another thing I was like telling my friends that like could relate to me and like what I'm talking about right now. I had mentioned to them who I spoke to previously. I hadn't mentioned to them that when I went to detox when I was in jail, I had like showered and stuff when I was in jail, and I guess I had like drinking so much it was like coming out of my pores and stuff, but like I didn't think it was that bad. And when I went to detox, the police officer in there, he was like, wow, like you must have really been drinking a lot and had like a really good brunch, because you reek still of like alcohol, and it had been hours and hours, and I had taken a shower and like brushed my teeth and stuff. And then I like can't smell myself, but I was like mentioning to my friends, I was like, that's really crazy, because I wonder how long I've just been going around and thinking that I don't smell like alcohol, but then it's like I reek like alcohol and other people could just tell. I bet they could probably even tell through wearing masks, because that police officer was wearing a mask. Even I was, so it's just like that's terrible. That's like, I don't know if I've ever like smelt alcohol in somebody like that before. Maybe it's because I smell like alcohol. I have no idea. I don't know. That was like, that was deep. That was a lot. I'm just like really thankful that nobody got hurt while I got my DUI. I'm glad I didn't get hurt. Yeah, so like today's day 10 that I haven't been drinking. And I just feel like I have more like clarity. I'm more focused and I have more energy. I'm still pretty sluggish just because I don't know, like I feel really irritable. I was reading that like, you know, after you put like these toxins in your body for so long, your body's like still craving all these toxins, which make you irritable. And I've just been like, instead of like drinking beer, I just drink soda, and I wasn't really drinking that much soda before, but I noticed that like whenever I try to quit drinking, I really start drinking a lot more soda. So yeah, that's like how I'm feeling today. I have been stressed about finding a job. Bills are going to start creeping up and accumulating, and I am accumulating like even more bills than I had before because of this DUI, which sucks. But I got an email about setting up an interview that my friend helped me get, so I'm like really thankful, and I hope it goes well, and I hope that it'll be worth it. So we'll see. I emailed them back to set up the interview. So I was like watching this inspirational speaker talk on YouTube this morning, and he said something that like was I thought was really cool. So he said like the symptoms that you suffer while coming off alcohol is short-term pain for long-term gain. And this couldn't be more true because um it couldn't be more true just because, so my first week I was an emotional roller coaster. I was going through a lot of symptoms from not drinking. The only thing I didn't have, I feel like, were like the shakes, but I had the hot and cold flashes that were really bad. Um, Waking up in a pool or a pool full of sweat. Um, um, but so like there are like a lot of bad symptoms that you have to go through, that you have to fight through during your first week or so. Um, but in the end, it makes you feel a lot better. I feel like, um, I don't know, I'm not as like sensitive as I was and emotional as I was last week. I'm a lot happier, and like I said, like I have more clarity, I'm focused, I have a little bit more energy. I'm just like a little stressed and um I feel like irritable, but that's just like, I don't know, it could be my body just like fighting a little bit, fighting me. So it's a little bit of a struggle. Um, but it's like worth it in the end. So I don't know. It's definitely worth it. I feel like while I was drinking, my skin was really dry, and now I feel like I have like a glow a little bit. I noticed that like when I was drinking a lot, my skin would be dry and itchy, and made me feel really gross. I definitely wasn't happy when I was drinking. It affected my motivation a lot. I When I'm not drinking, I have so much motivation to like work out and um so like me not working out and just drinking had caused me to gain a lot of weight, which made me like pissed off all the time because your clothes aren't fitting the way that you want them to. And it's all my fault because I would just keep drinking and lose motivation. I'd lose motivation at work just to be like productive. Like I'm a natural like hard worker naturally. Um, but I definitely would like lose motivation. Um, but yeah, and so I was like wasting money on beer, wine, and cigarettes, and I'm sure I'll save a lot of money just for that, from that. And I was like really letting myself go. I didn't feel attractive. So yeah, and then after like just like a day of drinking, I'd be depressed for like 3 days. And so that's a long time to like feel depressed after drinking. So I don't know why I did that to myself. Um, I know that I like would pick up my phone and say stupid shit to people. That's embarrassing. I'd say stupid stuff on like social media or like in messages and stuff that I like wouldn't mean, and I'd wake up and be like, what the hell? Like, you wouldn't say that like if you were sober, like that's really embarrassing. So, um, now that I'm not drinking, I'm definitely gonna have a lot more motivation. I'll have more money. I'll be able to focus more on my family. I just like feel really good after a week. After a week, well, it's like a week and a half. It's been like 10 days. So I feel really, really good today. I'm really tired, so I'm not like like communicating very well. Sorry, I'm like stumbling over everything I'm like trying to say. We just had a really long day, and I drove all day. Yeah, sorry. So I'm just like really tired and exhausted. I really like making videos like at night is a struggle for me. So thank you for like hanging in there throughout this video. And Sorry I threw the shirt on. I'm sorry if the wrinkles are like giving you anxiety. I just am really tired and I'm ready to lay down. I just wanted to like talk about what was going through my mind. Um, I don't know. Like, I really feel like I have a great support system. Ever since I like reached out, I don't know, like these videos really I feel like are like a blessing in disguise, you know? Like I'm calling myself out in like it's been really hard for me. It's sometimes I forget like why I'm doing it, but then it's like something every day reminds me of why I do it. And it's just like a blessing in disguise because it's like helping me a lot. It's helping me like reconnect with people. Um and it reminds me of like why I'm not drinking. So yeah, this is my one of my smoothies. So I couldn't remember if I drank my wheatgrass drink this morning. So this has my like super green it's like what is it called? Amazing grass is what it's called. Amazing grass is in here. I've got mushrooms. I just put everything in here because I couldn't remember if I took my supplements this morning or not. I got ginger. There's pineapple, berries, and some other stuff in there. So it doesn't taste that great. But if I didn't take my supplements today, then I definitely just have to power through this. So yeah, I don't know. Today was like a really good day. So, and then on Monday, I'm gonna go with my best friend, and we're gonna go on a little road trip and spend the night out in Leavenworth and take our daughters, and so that'll be a lot of fun. I'm looking forward to that. Yeah, so I have quite a bit to look forward to. I got another interview that's gonna happen, and then I got a little road trip with my friends. And tomorrow, I know I have this interview and I'm hoping that it goes well, but I'm still gonna like throw a bunch of applications out there tomorrow and try to get things accomplished. So yeah, hope everybody has a good night. I'm definitely gonna call it a night. So